I am Evelyn Lozada, raw and uncut.
So right here, there was, you're gonna make a left. So right here, there was like a store that had like gift cards, like a Hallmark kinda. And that was my first little job. I was 7 years old. Literally, I would walk there and she would give me candy for pay. And then down here, I never forget coming down this street, being on a bike, and there was this guy, and I think he had like, mental illness, or he definitely was off. And he chased us down this entire street, all the way to Myrtle, which seems so far, but everything looks so small, so close to me now, because I guess I'm bigger. And he chased us all the way down here, and we ran into a store cracking out. We thought it was funny. You can make a right. Wow. This looks so different and the same at the same time. There was a pizza shop right there. We would get pizza from. My best friend lived right here, one of them. How long is it gonna take from here to the Bronx? Like half an hour?
A little bit more. When you put the address,
oh, okay.
Find out.
2025 Seward. For Halloween, we would be on the street. So we're on Myrtle Avenue right now. So during Halloween, we would walk up and down these streets with like whipped cream. That was like a thing that we would do. We would bomb ourselves with whipped cream, eggs, and yeah, it was fun. So going over this bridge brings back a lot of memories, especially coming from Ridgewood, Queens, because I remember my sister and I literally sitting in the car crying because we were moving to the Bronx. And back then, we're talking about, like 86. Ridgewood, Queens and the Bronx were very different. It was just, a different vibe in the Bronx as opposed to Queens back then. So we were bawling, crying, going over this bridge because we did not want to move to the Bronx. We were like, hell no. What are we? And we were moving into a building. So, we didn't know what to expect. We did maybe one drive-by of the building when my mom initially got the apartment. But yeah, so just, coming over this bridge and going to the Bronx is always a funny memory and story. That whenever we talk about moving to the Bronx, we talk about how we were bawling, crying in the car, like, no, we don't want to go to the Bronx. Why are we moving here?
So where are we headed right now?
So we are at 2025 Seward Avenue in the Bronx. So when I moved from Ridgewood, Queens, we moved into this building, which was a big deal, moving from that apartment into this building. When we first got to the building, there were people hanging out, and this is where we live. This is the staircase still, yeah. And then the elevators were here. I wonder if we can go upstairs. Yeah, this looks exactly the same. Yo, it smells the same.
What's different about this building?
So, what's what?
Different about this building versus where you lived before?
So, when we moved here, actually, we're gonna go to 1 first. So when I first moved to this building, we moved to 1R. And then I ended up getting my own apartment in this building because then I got pregnant at 16, had my daughter later on. But this was the apartment we moved in. This looks so small too to me. It's just weird. So when we moved to the Bronx, we lived in this apartment. We lived in this apartment for many years. So anyway, I'm gonna make these short because we are literally, so she remembers me from being here. But when we first moved to the Bronx, this was our apartment that we moved into. So this was like the living room. It looks exactly the same. And then there's 2 bedrooms there. And then this was the kitchen that we were in. So they're making pateles because it's the holidays. So, but yeah, this is where, you know, we lived. So when I got pregnant from Shanice first was born in this apartment. This is where I had her first birthday. This is where I lived when I got pregnant at 16, and I had her at 17. And I lived here for about a year, and then I moved upstairs to 30. I got my own apartment. And yeah, so this is where a lot of, you know, my journey started. So, gracias, that's it.
¿Tú no tenías un nene?
Yo tengo un nene, pero yo tiene 5 años. Shanice no vino, mira, eso es para mí, eso no es para la televisión.
No, mami. ¡Ay, qué linda! ¡Qué linda! ¡Ay, mamita!
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, ¿y tú?
Yo estoy bien.
¿Y Shanice?
Mira, tú déjame enseñarte un retrato de ella. Oh my God, so sorry. Do you have it? Let me show her a picture of Shanice on Instagram.
No, mamita, pero...
So this lady took care of Shanice cuando estaba chiquitita.
Yes.
No, yo le pregunté, ¿y no te todavía olvidas?
Pero yo decía, cuando tú venías donde tu mami ahí.
Sí, déjame enseñarte Shanice.
Ay, goodness.
Oh my God. Mira, ella es una mujer.
Mira, qué linda mamá.
Sí, mira, ella es
¿Y dónde
modelo.
está? Oye,
Sí, ella modela.
¿y a dónde está ella ahora?
Ella vive en California y ahora yo tengo un niño, un hijo. So yo tuve otro.
Ay, tuviste otro.
Sí,
¿Y cómo es eso?
I know, ¿verdad? After that 21 years, yeah. So él tiene 5 años.
Ay, qué bueno, pero mamita, te ves bien linda.
Gracias. ¿Y cómo está la hija tuya?
Bien, Yuyo está bien, el grande, Robert en Florida,
Sí.
Caroline ay, Dios mío, mamá, pero Felipe.
Ay, tú me ayudaste tanto. You helped me so much, so much.
Oh my God, mamita.
I know.
Y me cuando jangueaba que estaba ahí en el bol. Se está ahí que te lo enseñaba.
Ay, no, yo me recuerdo todo
Yo
eso.
me recuerdo todo eso.
Hanging out in the front.
Ajá, de frente building y te quedabas ahí sentada.
Sí. She's talking about me being twisted in front of the building drunk.
Yeah.
She remembers that. Oh my God. She helped me so much with my daughter. Thank God.
I
Thank
know,
God.
I know.
You will get her from
remember.
school y todo
Ajá.
eso.
In San Dominic, in the school.
Yeah.
I can't believe
Yeah, you look the same. You looking good, girl.
How is mommy? Mommy, yo la veía en Olcha.
Sí.
En el,
Mom's good. She still lives there.
Yeah, I know.
We are at 2025 Seward Avenue. This is where a lot happened in my life. So when I moved from Ridgewood, Queens, we moved to this building, and it was a big deal for me because we went from this house to here. And this is where I grew up fast. You know, I got pregnant while I lived at this hotel. I mean, not hotel. I got pregnant while I lived in this building. I had my daughter when I lived in this building. I had my first job. I got cutting school. So this building really changed my life. Obviously, there's still people that live here, and I feel like if I didn't grow up here in this building, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. It really molded me into, just really being a go-getter. There's a high school literally right across the street, but I ended up going to school in the city. it wasn't easy living here, but I wouldn't change it for the world. Like, I've met some of the greatest people here, and we're still connected to them. So yeah, so this is where it all started.
Ma, get my number.